A new PlayStation Store sale just went live. Yes, it's a little bit more of a lower profile sale given that it is called the Hidden Gem sale, so a lot of underrated titles are discounted, but hey, those are some of the games that I often do recommend, and a lot of great games are significantly discounted. I also think this is one of those rare instances where Sony is literally running 3 sales concurrently right now, so it's a little bit of overload. Big in Japan sale, Hidden Gem sale, and games under $20 sale. I believe the Big in Japan sale is soon ending. Might be wrong about that. I'll actually look into that right now. So it's going to be ending on May 8th, so you guys got a little bit more time to take advantage of that sale. And the games under $20 sale is going to last until May 12th. So yes, all 3 sales are literally running concurrently right now. Kind of crazy on that end, but nonetheless, a lot of great deals are available, and I want to take you guys through them. So right away, a standout to me is Control, 50% off for $29.99. This is a game that I am incredibly high on. I've said very, very good things about Control, and I had high expectations of this game going in. I love Remedy as a studio, really enjoyed Alan Wake, didn't enjoy Quantum Break as much, but still a really interesting game. Control really excelled from a narrative standpoint. Yes, that's what you expect out of Remedy. However, it also featured some incredibly satisfying gameplay. I really dug that element of Control. And I liked Alan Wake's gameplay too, don't get me wrong, but Control was just on another level from satisfying gameplay. $30 for it can still be seen as a little bit pricey given the fact that there is DLC for the game that does add story content to the title. I also do imagine that Control at some point is going to have a definitive edition released on like the PS5. Just reading some of the stuff that Remedy has said, it leads me to think in that direction, although Alan Wake has never gotten a remastered version, not yet anyway, so who knows if Control will. If you've been eyeing the game, I would give it a strong recommendation. Do keep in mind that the game is a part of the PlayStation Now subscription service, so if you would rather go that route, Control is playable that way as well, so that might be a better option, but if you want to own the game, this isn't a bad price. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, another fantastic game, is 50% off for $19.99. This is a great buy for a Castlevania-like game, yes, but it also offers all of the elements of a Koji Igarashi game that you guys are gonna really enjoy. It's a gothic horror action side-scrolling RPG set in 19th century England. A paranormal force has summoned a demon-infested castle, revealing crystal shards infused with tremendous magical power. Visually, the game looks great, story's pretty good, and the gameplay, which should be paramount to a game like this, is solid as well. For $19.99, it's a great buy. Maybe that initial $40 price point did scare you away. I thought it was worth that price, but at $20, definitely a great pickup. Indivisible is 40% off for $24. Really slick art style in that game. $24 still might be a little bit too expensive in my eyes. Destiny 2 Shadowkeep, 40% off for $21. I don't really know how that's a hidden gem given that Destiny 2 is a pretty notable game. Nevertheless, not a bad price for Shadowkeep. Journey to the Savage Planet, 40% off for $18. Pretty interesting title there. Destiny 2 Forsaken also on sale. That's down to $15. Here I see a good one, 50% off for Risk of Rain 2. Guys, Risk of Rain 2 is fantastic. This is such a good game, and it's a big evolution from Risk of Rain 1 from a presentation standpoint. The visuals completely got turned on its head, going from 2D to 3D. The slick visuals are something that's definitely a positive, but the replayability, the longevity to Risk of Rain 2 is ridiculous. I played quite a bit of it, but not as much as some of my friends. Some of my friends have clocked in well over, 400 or 500 hours into this game, and that's how replayable Risk of Rain 2 is. Game gets consistent updates. $15 is a great buy for it. Would highly, highly recommend that. Life is Strange Complete Season is 80% off for $4. Really good pickup for Life is Strange. That is a pretty good game. It's a game that I think everybody should experience. Some people are going to enjoy it more than others, but it's an interesting enough game where I recommend everybody to at least give it a shot. Don't Starve Together Console Edition, 50% off for $7.49. Don't Starve Together is great. I should say Don't Starve in general is really good. That one is not a bad buy. Outward, last year's title, that was a little bit underrated in my eyes. $18 for that is okay. You can check that out if you've been eyeing that for a little bit. Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire Ultimate Edition, $39 for that. So the PS4 version of this game is not great. Pillars of Eternity 2 itself is a really, really good game. Unfortunately, the PS4 version was hampered with some issues, so I would wait for that to get a little bit cheaper. I played it on PC and really enjoyed it, but PS4 version is no mas for me, so I can't give that a recommendation, although cool to see that get a little bit cheaper as it's still a pretty recent release. Abzu is 50% off for $9.99. Really good buy there. Abzu is one of the more chill games that you can play, and given that the world state that we're in right now, chill is something we really need more of. Little Nightmares, 75% off for $4.99. Pretty interesting horror title published by Bandai Namco there. Enjoyed my time with Little Nightmares, a game that's forgotten quite a bit. At $5, I do think it's a good pickup. I believe it kind of released at a high price point, but $5 for it is really good. Here's a good one, The Messenger, 50% off for $9.99. If you want a slick, stylish 2D action title, The Messenger is gonna be right up your alley. Definitely has an old school look to it. Might not be up everyone's alley, but this is a game that if you're a fan of games from the Super Nintendo era, The Messenger is gonna be for you. $9.99 might seem pricey for a game like this, but guys, I'm telling you, it's absolutely worth it. Got a pretty good story in there as well, pretty challenging, and it's definitely rewarding as well, so $10 for that, great pickup. Frostpunk Console Edition is 33% off for $20.09, so this is still at a pretty high price point. I believe the PC version was just a part of a humble bundle or humble monthly or whatever the case may be. Frostpunk, however, itself is an awesome game. This game was done by the guys that also did This War of Mine. Frostpunk is such a gripping game from an atmosphere standpoint. If you're talking about a game that really absorbs you into the world and things that are going on, Frostpunk really did that. I think that game and one of the better atmospheres that I've seen in a game in quite some time. Game itself is challenging at times. It does have a lot of depth to it. The console version is pretty good, all things considered. This is a game that's definitely associated more towards a keyboard and mouse, but it makes the transition to a controller pretty well. $20 is still kind of expensive for it, but again, it's a game that you can sink a lot of time into, and I would strongly recommend it. Dead Cells The Bad Seed bundle is 20% off for $21.59. So this is a game that has retained its premium price point, and rightfully so. Sometimes I complain about games not going on sale for a lengthy period of time, but Dead Cells was one of those games that it released at $20 or $25, and it was well worth it then, and when you do see it on sale, this one being the Bad Seeds bundle, $21.59 for it is still a really good pickup, and I would give it a recommendation. If you're into Metroidvanias, chances are you've already heard about it, you've already seen it. That's why I really wouldn't call Dead Cells a hidden gem. Nonetheless, it's a great game, and I would give it a strong recommendation. Unravel 1 and 2, the Unravel Yarny bundle, that is down to $8.99. Unravel is a really cool platformer, not perfect, but this is a game that will really pull at your heartstrings, and again, games like this I think are very enjoyable to play right now given the world state. Unravel 2, of course, did add cooperative play, so that was an extra layer added to that title. $9 might be a little bit pricey given that it is available as a part of your EA Access subscription if you want to go that route, but hey, that's always going to be an argument point. $9 for both titles, I would say that's pretty good. Gris is 50% off for $8.49. Very, very beautiful platformer here. This has some of the best art direction that you're going to come across in a video game. Tackles some mature topics as well, and I would definitely give that a recommendation. That's a relatively recent release as well, coming back at November of 2019, so all things considered, definitely worth it if you're looking for more of an interesting platformer to play there. Surviving Morta, 60% off for $11.99. Shadow Warrior 2, 75% off for $9.99. Shadow Warrior 2 is fantastic. Would highly recommend it. It's a very, very stylish first-person shooter with a lot of action elements as well. You can play the game cooperatively. Lot to like about that one, much better than Shadow Warrior 1, and I thought Shadow Warrior 1 was good, so Shadow Warrior 2, definite thumbs up for me, easily worth that $10. That's a game that honestly I would like to see as a plus freebie at some point, because it's a game that a lot of people have missed out on, but it is a really good title. Children of Morta is 33% off for $14.73, pretty interesting RPG there. Guacamelee 2 Complete is $5.74, that game is hilarious. I would strongly recommend it once again if you're into Metroidvanias. It's one of those Metroidvanias that's been lost in the shuffle a little bit, but Guacamelee is hilarious. You play as this luchador, you do some zany moves, you do some over-the-top stuff, and it's just a lot of fun for $5.74. It's a good pickup. Banner Saga Trilogy, another super underrated game, 60% off for $19.99. Banner Saga 1, 2, and 3, all tremendous RPGs. You want to play those games consecutively in order, but I've often said Banner Saga has one of the more engaging RPGs. It's just one of the overall well-made RPGs that we've seen, but unfortunately, for whatever reason, I can't put my finger on it, it didn't see significant commercial success. I mean, it was successful enough where it warranted a trilogy, but a lot more people need to play Banner Saga, and $20 for the trilogy is quite good. Thronebreaker, The Witcher Tales, down to $10. Obviously, that's not your traditional Witcher game, but still very, very good. If you want more Witcher context, Thronebreaker is definitely worthwhile. Observer, 70% off for $8.99. That's a good buy, but I would just wait for the PS5 version at this point, if you are planning on picking up a PS5 at some point. A lot of other sales are available. Mark of the Ninja, 50% off for $9.99. We'll obviously do a more in-depth video looking at the best deals of this sale, but wanted to take you guys with a quick look of it. So that's going to conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.